Does anyone know a good plumber? I fucked up one of those stupid ritual things that everyone is doing, and now my shower is leaking. And also, there's some faceless guy in my kitchen. My landlord comes tomorrow and he is going to kill me. Especially because I have a cat. And I'm not even supposed to have pets. It all started when I was drunk messaging a guy, and he said that the only way he would meet up is if I did this weird ritual thing where I summon a ghost or some shit. I think he called it mea culpa or something. I don't know. Wait, actually, his exact message was, "The decaying flesh will not rest. I am the Alpha and Omega. I have seen the burning cities consume the earth," yada yada, linked to ritual instructions. "Our souls meet when darkness spills, mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa," whatever. He was a weird dude. At least, I think he was a guy. I couldn't really see his face, okay? His picture was just a black background with 2 shiny dots that kind of looked like eyeballs. You could sort of see some features, but it looked like his face was gray and I couldn't really see his mouth. I don't know, but he had really good skin. I wasn't about to rally for a pizza face, okay? So, anyway. I weighed the pros and cons of spooky rituals versus sexy goth booty as best I could on 5 shots of Patron. Totally worth it, by the way. I set my cell phone to 3:26 a.m., but since my phone is like an 05 Razor that was dropped in the toilet several times, it went off at 4 a.m. Fuck, I know. I decided to go through with the ritual anyway. I was also supposed to have a friend during this thing, but my bestie recently got locked up for selling on the corner of Patterson Park and Eastern Avenue. So, I set up and turned off my alarm. But the moment I turned it off, I kind of passed out again. I woke up 20 minutes later though, and actually got out of bed this time. I promise. Stumbling around the room in the dark because apparently you're not supposed to turn on the lights because if you do, a ghost will pop out. Yeah, whatever. I was supposed to find a candle and light it, but my hangover just made me trip over one of the several candles I placed on the floor. Eventually, I gave up, and I flipped the lights on, grabbing a candle from the desk. I squinted out my window to see what my ghetto neighborhood looked like at 4:20 a.m. The street was empty except for some rando weirdo wearing a black robe and a giant pointy black hat. He was staring up at me through the window. I couldn't really see his face, The neighborhood has gone to the fucking dogs. And now we have an updated clan douchebag, for God's sakes. I mean, what is going on around here? I lit the candle and looked at my phone. I was supposed to knock on my bedroom door 66 times. And with the 66th knock timed at 4:06, all these sixes, God, can you be any less original? But since I'd fucked everything else up, I just did a shave and a haircut knock, and then walked into my hallway. My bedroom door is opposite the stairs, okay? Looking down that dark stairwell was pretty spooky. I thought I saw something move on one of the lower steps. I was supposed to close my eyes and walk forward while chanting mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa, which is Italian for my culpa, which is probably some kind of shitty Italian car. I tried to close my eyes and walk forward while talking about Italian cars, but my cat, Fish Sticks, ran under my feet, and I ended up tripping over him and falling down the flight of stairs. God, you gotta love that cat, yeah? At some point, the stupid candle went out as I tumbled down the stairs, but I was too concussed to care. I rolled up from the ground, groaning, and decided that I would just continue to go through the motions, which meant hiding in a closet and waiting for the ghost to play hide and seek with me. I chose the kitchen pantry because, well, I had some snacks in there, As I stumbled, I heard several soft whispers behind me. I spun around, hoping that I was right about Fish Sticks knowing how to talk, but there was no one there, except for that figure standing in the corner. I stopped, blinked, and it was gone. I mean, gone. I really need to lay off the booze. As I honed in on the closet, the alcohol and concussion finally caught up with me, and I stumbled to a stop, doubled over, and upchucked Patron all over my kitchen floor. Fuck! The hellish combination of alcohol, concussion, post-vomit, and a looming eviction notice caused my emotions to go haywire, and I unleashed a violent sob, tears rivering down my face. Then, I heard a noise outside the kitchen. My eyes fell on the kitchen window and I spied that stupid Klan dude from my backyard, still staring at me. I must have looked like an idiot, weeping in front of my kitchen pantry. Too ashamed to confront him, I just crawled into the pantry and shut the door. It was so cold in there. My air conditioner was probably broken. I definitely needed to call the landlord. But that would mean sedating fish sticks and stuffing him in a suitcase under my bed. At this point, dude, I realized that I needed to reevaluate my life. Maybe I shouldn't drink as much. Maybe I should give fish sticks to a good home. Maybe I should find guys without mommy issues and pass their fuck the world phase. Maybe I should move out of my shit neighborhood where KKK people roam around at 4 a.m. After going through an entire existential crisis in my pantry, I decided to say fuck it and end this stupid ritual. That guy wasn't even that hot. And besides, I still had like 70 more ritual things to complete, which included lighting 8 more candles, stabbing a Japanese doll, and spinning around in a circle while screaming, "You're it! You're it!" This was all supposed to culminate in me going into my basement, sitting in front of a mirror and looking into a mirror, but actually not really looking into it, which made absolutely no fucking sense. As I got up to open the pantry door, I heard a low moan coming from behind the door. I froze. I prayed to God it wasn't my landlord. I cracked open the door to see the weirdo douchebag guy standing in my kitchen, staring at me. I finally got a good look at him. He definitely didn't have a face. I guess getting your face taken away is part of the initiation ritual now. He didn't react to my presence. He just stared. I didn't know how the hell to deal with this douchebag, so I just stared back. We did this for about 5 minutes before I slowly inched out of the kitchen and back upstairs. He turned to watch me as I went, but didn't move. So after that, I went up to my bathroom to take a shower, and now my shower head is leaking, which I blame on the stupid ritual. So if you guys know any good plumbers in the area, dude, I'd really appreciate it.